What? Something you're still confused about?
Wait, I know you. Wait, I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay for your crime. Good enough. I'll just confiscate any stolen goods you're carrying, then you're free to go. All right then.
Need a ride?
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rico.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Traitor!
Get on with it!
You betrayed us! Betrayed his high king. Best she know now, Advar.
All heart.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Boo!
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
What do you need? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. I'll give you a few more minutes. I can't wait here all day. It's my neck on the line, remember? You ready yet? I need to get back before I'm missed. Remember? Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the Good. But the only way you're going to get past the... Which means you need to look the part and not be armed. When you're ready, you'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside.
I need to ask you to stop. That shouting is making people nervous. Good. They're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
The lady's
In the
already
old fort
paid the
they
fee.
rifted. Might
Even
consider
give the word.
I guess that will have to do. You should... Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry. Just make sure. Good luck.
Fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. Please, you first. There's not enough drinking in...
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have...
Please proceed into the embassy.
Welcome. I don't believe we... And you are?
It's been a brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold and for this long.
Have you? All good, I trust. But please, what is it, Malborn?
So sorry to interrupt.
Been banned from living
It's
inside
just that
the
we've
walls.
run out of the Alto wine.
They're only allowed
Do I
to
have
sit
your permission
dogs.
to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open... Let's hope we both live through this day. Here you go, sir. Is there anything else I can get for you? Mm-hmm.
just what you mean.
Yes, what do you need? We seem to have run out of Colovian brandy. I'll check in the wine cellar for more when I get a moment.
Those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim. They seem to think it's at least a dozen.
Yes, what do you need?
But I'm sure they're exaggerating. They're probably trying to scare us into giving them more money and influence so they can save us from the dragon's threat.
Is the food and drink to your...
The Great War is long past.
Very much so.
It's time the
Thank you for
Empire and the
asking.
Aldmeri Dominion put aside
Splendid.
their differences.
Call if you have
Prosperity
need.
is good for everyone. For the man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me... But not every Nord... A rare few are born... As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even There's a likely
I don't
looking
recall
filly
seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone to maintain. By the way, I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you avoid me for the rest of the party.
No, that's not what I'm interested in.
To maintain. By the way, I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you avoid me. We have a relationship of mutual. I care little about the politics and rivalry, but I do respect power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me alone, and I leave them.
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Go far.
None of these people cares a whit about the religious aspects of this war. Another sign of the degeneracy of your empire. There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the thalmor. All right, then.
I'm so glad you could attend today. Quite often, yes. The only thing But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most. Of course not. One does not gather the... This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with... One of my main duties is to foster a better... I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war. As long as the Empire continues to uphold its treaty obligations, my government does not concern itself with the internal politics of Skyrim. Do enjoy yourself.
See that disgusting drunk over there? A high-ranking official in the East Empire Company, believe it or not.
The Grey Quarter in Windhelm is little
The hospitality of the Thalmor
It's
Embassy
shameful
is at your
that
service.
are made to live that way.
Yes, I agree with you. Have you heard any news from the other parts of Skyrim?
Well, I did hear that the Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Windhelm. They're only allowed on the city docks now. Most
I
of them
hope you're
sleep together
enjoying
in one
yourself.
building, and they're as poor as wretches.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, the one... If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to read. Is that all? Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone. Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement. I propose a toast to Ellenwyn.
What are you
I
doing?
speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I... Figuratively, of course.
Let's go, before anyone notices us. Let's go, before anyone notices us.
And our thalmor overlords will Someone bring me a... quick!
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Gear hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up.
Go out before I change my mind.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong. I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong. I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead. Let me. Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm missed. Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm missed.
And this war is taking a toll on the merchants of Skyrim. Let's hope that it ends soon.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Now that I think of it, I did hear something rather interesting. Apparently, the Red Wave has been
Hurry it
docked
up.
in solitude.
Try to get back before I'm missed.
No sign of shipping out any.
Did you see those robes
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning?
that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information.
What was that?
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want to see the rest of your payment.
Can I could help you. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Gisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you'd like, and see how he answers.
No, I'll wait outside.
That would probably be best. Now, get out.
They're scared of the dragons too.
Never should have come.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What? Yeah. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. They grabbed me in Riften. They seem to think I know something. They just kept asking me the same damn question. I damn well hope so. They're after some old guy named Esbern. Something to do with dragons. I gathered it from listening to them talk when they thought... I've seen a guy in Riften who they seem to think is him. Not much to go on. I don't even know where he lived. That's it. Now, let's get out of here. Whatever you want. But let's... Oh, now.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Never should have come here.
Boost!
You didn't have to help me, so thanks. You didn't have to help me, so thanks.
You made it out alive, at least. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the thalmor must have... Figures the thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assume that every calamity must be a plot. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's... Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left. Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last one. The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn. Now together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last... The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity. When I was young, our leaders became obsessed with the Thalmor threat. They believed that if and when we found a Dragonborn, we would need to protect him against the Thalmor. Turns out we fatally underestimated. I was one of the few who escaped. For a long time, but then the dragons returned. And I remembered that the Blades used to be dragon slayers, and that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer of all. The Thalmor, thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able... When I was young, they believed... Turns out we fatally... I was one of the few who... But then the dragons returned. And I remember... And that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, The greatest dragon slayer? There's no simple answer to that. You want the long version? They're the High Elf. 30 years ago, they invaded the... Since then, they've been working to weaken the Empire any way they can. What do you need, Dragonborn?